So at first glance, looking at the box, it's absolutely beautiful. This is just unbelievable packaging. I'm so glad that I picked up 2 of them so I can keep one of them, one to rock, one to stock. The attire is from the AEW All Out pay-per-view where the Lucha Bros won the tag team championships. We get a great picture of Pentagon on the back with the date of where it happened. Is that the 5th of September or is that the 9th of May? I don't know, you tell me. Great packaging on the back. Again, this is prime for getting signed. Like the back, the front, you can get this signed anywhere. I love how they've got all the different accessories in the side of the figure as well. That's just a really cool way to do it. And we got the AEW, what is it, the Tag Team Championship belt there. But don't worry, I got some special plans in store for some great figure photography in this video with this action figure. Without further ado, let's open him up. Alright, first thoughts, ease up on the packaging, Jazzwares, please. You wanna know how long it took me to open this thing up? It took 84 years. I'm like the old lady in Titanic. That was an ordeal just getting that done. Alright, we've got it in front of us now. Let's have a look at the figure to start with. Now, I've got a bit of a, I don't know, brief history with the AEW Jazzwares figures. I probably have about maybe 7 or 8 of them, I suppose, mostly from the early lines, because that's what it's like living in Australia. We don't get any new stuff ever. Even the early lines, we only got those like a year ago. And some of them have been really good, some of them have been a little bit brittle in ways. Like I have a Luchasaurus, his leg popped off. I had a Penta whose leg popped off. Some of them it pops off right out of the thing and you kind of put it back on and it's good, but I've had a bit of a mixed experience with the AEW Jazzwares figures, but this is my first Supreme Edition, and man, I gotta say, this looks absolutely insane. The detail on this mask is next level. The hands that come, okay, the arm popped off, but at least this one is supposed to be exchangeable and it's just come out of the box. So I love this attire. I love the red, green, and white color scheme. I just think it looks fantastic. The Letterman jacket or the college jacket, whatever you call it, that looks perfect. I really like the material that they've used for this. It's not too, you know, like thick and like immovable. Quality wise, this is up there. Let me try and stand him up. Stands up great. The last Penta was good, but it kind of only really had like one position you could have the legs in that stood up like, you know, pretty well. Trying to put it in a kneeling position was never really that good. How does this one go? Trying to kneel. I feel like that's where you start pushing the legs really to their limit, but okay, he kneels okay. I'm pretty happy with that. But let's have a quick look at some of the accessories, starting with the hands. I mean, I love the paint splatter effect. It says Zero Miedo on the knuckles, I think. It says Miedo on one of them, but the hands look fantastic. I mean, Penta's attire is always, you know, pretty damn good. We even got some bare fists with the Zero Miedo tattoos on there as well, so if you want to show his bare hands, you can do that. We've got 3 head sculpts. Let's have a look. So yeah, one of them looks like he's doing the Miedo kind of thing, which is good that they can capture that syllable in a way, I guess. Then we've got a closed mouth that looks pretty badass, and then we've got the tongue out, which we've seen on the Pentas in the past. But really happy with all of these head scans. The detail on the masks, they're all very consistent as well, which is great to see. Again, I love the color scheme. His tattoos, you know, I'm sure they're going to be perfect. Yeah, they look pretty amazing. They look really good, actually. I don't know if this is the same as the Unrivaled collection or not, but these look pretty damn impressive. I'm pretty happy with that. And lastly, we've got the headdress, the Aztecan looking headdress with the feathers. This is a little bit heavier than I kind of expected it to be. It's not heaps heavy, but it definitely is heavier than I expected. Does it just fit on Penta's head? Oh yeah, it's like, oh yeah, it's got some real good attachment and balance as well. Yeah, he stands up perfect with the headdress on as well. Like, this is an absolutely fantastic figure. I'm really keen to swap these arms off and get the other hands on there, so I'm going to do that now. I'm sure I've got some figure photography on the side here for you guys as I go through this. Again, this is the first time doing one of these videos, but I think I picked a pretty good figure to react to here. So looking at this with the bare arms, like in the you know, the ring attire kind of pose, is pretty good. I do feel like the arms are gonna like pop out a little bit too easily, but in terms of posing it, as long as you get the pose that you want, like, you should be pretty good. The butterfly joints look fantastic with the design underneath that matches the top. Looking at the design here, I'm very, very happy with the paint application on this particular figure, especially on the torso and everything like that. I had a look at some other reviews, and some of them, the abdominal design, it looked a little bit weird, but I'm glad this one looks fantastic. I like the loincloth that old mate is wearing here as well. We've got the toe articulation, which is nice to see. Double jointed everything, double jointed elbows, double jointed knees. In terms of articulation for the head, you got your side to side, a little bit of up and down. Let's swap the heads out. Everything is popping on and off of this really easily, by the way. Look at that. This is honestly one of the nicest action figures I think I've ever seen. Penta is so toyetic. There's so much detail on this. So many accessories as well. So many options on how to pose it and everything like that. I've got all of the Pentagon, Penta L0M, Pentagon Jr. figures from AEW and the Legends of Lucha Libre and things like that. I haven't opened up my Legends of Lucha Libre Penta, but I have opened up the Rey Fenix, and I've got a good idea for the quality of what it's like. And this is next level. It doesn't feel too like stiff, it doesn't feel too brittle. Like at times it does like feel like it might be a little bit like that, but it doesn't. I don't feel like I'm you know, having to be really careful posing this and moving it around, and I'm not worried that, like, you know, the legs are going to pop off or anything like that. So has it got pop down joints? Is that how that works? Yeah, no. His attire goes great with this figure. Like, even where all the articulation is, like, it all just kind of like looks great. But hope you guys enjoyed this video. Let me know in the comments, have you got this figure? Do you collect action figures? I don't talk about figures much on my channel, but I do every now and then kind of drop a reference here or there. My Star Wars videos, I've been getting the Star Wars Mandalorian set lately, so I've been talking about that quite a bit. But I love action figures. If you do enjoy action figures, subscribe to the channel. Even though it's a reaction channel, you'll probably hear me drop a reference here or there. And, you know, I feel like action figures and wrestling fans are, they're kind of like a secret society in a way. Like, we have our own languages and there's little references that don't pick up. So if you love wrestling or if you love figures, you might enjoy the channel. So hit the subscribe button. And I'm going to leave you guys with some figure photography of this beautiful figure, some comparisons with other stuff that you might find interesting. So I hope you enjoyed that to end the video. And as always, be well, stay safe, look after your friends. See you in the next video. Zero miedo.